have a special guest here to kick off CES 2018, Mr. Kenny Lin, CEO of Thermaltake. Kenny, thank you so much for joining us, as always.
Yeah, hello everyone, I'm Kenny. Welcome to join our CES live streaming show. Welcome. The Level 20 chassis symbolize the Thermaltake's experience and the craftsmanship as a leading case designed and produced for the past 20 years. Also, we have the new open frame design, the Core P90. It's an upgrade design from the Core P5. Also, we have a super full tower build 91 with the 4 tempered glass design. It is the max design case. You can install as much as many water cooling solution into this case. Thermaltake has encouraged the next generation to not just be a gamer, but also become a modder. And to celebrate these 3 years milestones, we are holding the Thermaltake Case Modding Fighting Championship NFC Season 2. The top 10 modders that we have worked with in the past 3 years has been invited to compete for the titles of the best modders.
Hey everybody, and we're back here for Thermaltake Live at CES 2018 at the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas. And today we are all about the world of color and cooling. Thermaltake has got a great standpoint for an RGB solution as well as a cool solution to cool your next PC with some of our latest and greatest products. Now we got a lot of our products that we've had out already for a little bit in the market, but we've got some nice upgrades and some updates to our software that you guys will be looking forward to for your current or future build. So let's dive right in to some liquid cooling here with Thermaltake. So first I want to start off here with our Core P7. Now our Core P7 here is a triple loop design. As you can see, there are 3 reservoirs that are here split into 3 separate coolant loops. And of course we have packed that with our Ring Plus fans, our W4 Plus water block for our CPU, and of course even incorporating in our digital power with our IRGB Plus power supply products. Now all of this stuff is great. We got the RGB, we got all the fun stuff set up here. We even have an RGB radiator as well, but it's all about getting the control. It's all about having the options and the color and the different lighting modes. So Thermaltake has got some new products that we're going to be showcasing that, you know, can expand even more on what we've built a great foundation on with our Ring Plus and our Ring products just all together. Now right here I have our latest version of our Ring Plus TT Premium Edition software. Now this software has been updated with some new modes that you guys can look forward to. So I kind of wanted to just start here and recap on a little bit of some of the newer stuff that we've added. Now everybody knows how the platform works. You have a carousel that allows you to cycle through the different controllers for the different products. Now you see I have fans on this one, I have a Lumi LED addressable strip here, and this can all be interchangeable. You can select and pick what you want based on how you connect it to the controller, and then with each controller you can have it housing a series of different products and components that will allow you to be able to change between each one of the particular products themselves. Now this allows you a lot of different versatility with the product itself, and it allows me to be able to do a lot of different functions with the product. So I have my P7 system right here, and as you can see I just have it in like a standard default mode at the moment. Now we've added a new feature that's allowing 3 customizable lighting modes. Now first I'll turn on and I'll put on the Aurora mode. So this is very similar to what a lot of people have seen, you know, from, so for example, like Asus Aurora and other Aurora, Fusion, Mystic Light, and those type of features to be able to give that same type of synchronization across all of these products. Even the pump reservoir has 12 independent LEDs, as well as your fans, your water block, LED strip, power supply, and more. And with that, we have the Aurora mode, allowing me to do different speeds, different color modes where I can set the color that I would like. And then we have a black hole mode. Now what this does is it basically turns off one of the lights throughout the product, and as you can see here on the camera, it's just cycling through each of the individual components that are connected up to the controller, going through each one step by step, giving it this nice little black hole type of effect with it cycling around the ring fans and other Plus products. Now we have another mode here which is called Shooting Star. Now if you're not somebody that's looking into a lot of brightness, or you want your system to be dimmed down a little bit more, but you want to get that nice little colorful accent, the Shooting Star mode gives a nice little more subtle type of take on RGB to give a little bit more with what you're going to do, and it's just a little subtle. And I like how it cycles through everything all proper. I mean, it goes 1, 2, 3 for your fan, and you can see it's basically going left to right on the system for all of the different products that are hooked up with that. Now this is just the start, folks. This is basically the beginning of what we have for our Ring Plus software and how we have everything set up. Now a lot of people have been asking me personally, as well as others, you know, like, I have the Ring Plus products, I want to be able to run my Ring Plus software, and sometimes I'm having some connectivity issues and everything. So with that, we do appreciate your guys' support on a lot of that. Make sure that your controller is properly connected, and make sure that your motherboard's going to be able to support the additional USB header, so that way it can go in there properly and you can get everything synced up and get your color set the way that you'd like. Now I have this set up, and it's just basically on a generic setting. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set these, let's just put these all on our copy color mode, right? So we'll go here, we'll go copy color, copy color. So everything's set to copy color, and then we focus back on one. This makes it easy so that you don't have to set each individual product every single time. I can have a master on it and then be able to set this to copy or mimic what the first one is doing, and then save that to my profile number 1, allowing everything to be saved to profile 1. So with this, I have this set up. Another thing we've added, everything here is automatically already pre-selected. So if I click the white color, you're already going to see controller 1 as part of the components, being my power, my 3 fans, and my LED strip on the top. Now the reason why my power is here is because of the new DPS G app 3.0. Now the DPS G app 3.0 allows even more with the RGB, with the introduction of our iRGB Plus power, to be able to synchronize it. Now we have the ability to control it manually in the DPS G app software, but having the DPS G app software installed and then going back to our Ring Plus software, I now have an option to be able to sync my power supply on. As you can see, Sync DPS G is now turned on, hence why my power supply reflected to the change that I made going all white. Now that I have this selected, I can click Save. Once I click Save, as you come over, you'll see that the components have all turned to a nice white color. I can go back to my software, and then I can set this to different color modes, and then be able to do stuff. And you know, sometimes you can have some issues with it. I got a lot of products here. We have a beta software, so bear with me on a couple of things that we've got set. But, you know, and of course this is live and everything too. So as I run my software, I can set up my different modes. I can have everything set up here. If I pick a different, say if I pick a blue, it's going to set all that components to blue. When I click Save, everything across the board is now going to match to profile 1. So that way everything set on profile 1 is all going to match profile 1, giving you that nice, clean look. So let me just take a look here. Let's see what we got in the comments. So yeah, appreciate it. Hey, Theo, you are not late, my friend. We're just getting started here. And Edward, definitely thanks for the Shooting Star mode. We like it too. And there's definitely going to be more to come. So if you already have our Ring Plus products, you're running our Ring controller, keep checking back on our website for updates to the software, because we're going to be adding in more modes, we're going to be adding in more options for you, and then expanding the line of our Plus products to even more here going forward. Now with this, we have our lighting. We have our setup theme as far as what we'd want. Everything's all in unison. Now you can also do independence. So if I want one radiator to be one color, I want another radiator to be another color, I can do that as well. I can even turn the lights off if I'd like. And if I turn my lights off and I save it, everything's off. So if you wanted something where you don't want a light sometimes and you want a light other times, we got that too. I've had a lot of people ask me about some options like that. So being able to do that, as well as dimming the brightness down at the same time. So if I want something to be a little bit more subtle on my blue, I can do that, I can update it, and as you can see back on the system now, it's reflected to a nice soft blue light. Maybe not something too glaring for a lot of you late night guys that like to game like me, and be able to get something that's a little bit more streamlined on getting the lighting modes, something a little bit different for what it is. And of course, this is all set up for PWM control for the fans, to be able to have the fans ramp up when needed, or just have them run in full speed or in a silent mode, depending on what you want to do and how you're running your system. If you're browsing the internet versus being in a game, you can have it go in many different ways for what you want to do with that. Now this is the P7. This is our Ring Plus software. Most of this stuff has been out, so what's new, right? So with the world of RGB and colors, liquid cooling, and all that stuff, we want to take it a step further and add in artificial intelligence with voice command control straight from your mobile phone. So for that, we say hello, take control to the Thermaltake TTRGB family AI control features. So with that, I have my software set up. I have a standard system right here. This is using our Flow 360. And as you can see, I have my 3 fans and my pump set up. And if I jump over here onto my software, we'll see now how you'll do this is the app itself is available online for iOS at the moment, and Android is going to be coming with some updates as well, but it is available on the App Store at the moment. This is a new beta version that we're showcasing here for CES. So as I go back, let's take a step back to show them the beginning. So we have this here. This is where I'm going to load up my Ring Plus app. And as you're going to see here, I have a few systems that are located here currently on the system. If I go to my software, I'm going to notice that my IP address here is 129. And then as you can see, I've set 129 here on my software control. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect to that. Now that I've connected up to my software, I've now synced this with my iPad here or my phone. I have a variety of different options that I can cycle through, from pulse to blink, ripple. So like say we have ripple, I want to select it to red. I can turn on my other fans so that I have my fans selected. Because see, there's one, and then if I pick green, you'll see that these will all change. So let's see if we go to like a nice blue right here. The fans, let's get this set. It's having a little bit of interference, so I'm just trying to see if I can get this to update. This allows you to be able to set the colors remotely. This allows you to be able to have the ability to change both when you're looking at a pump and you're looking at a fan, there's different LED lights, right? So when I look at this, I can select my pump block here versus my fans, because I can't select my fans because it's a different LED quantity. It's only 6 LEDs compared to the 12 that I would have with the fan. So when I would go in with my 3 fans set on, or if I default my fans, I can go back and forth selecting and deselecting my different options that I'll have. Now with this, I can also take this out and then I can go to a mobile app that will allow me to be able to synchronize it with other things too, just the same. I also have another system over here showcasing a little bit more of the liquid cooling side, adding in our addressable water blocks for our GPUs, like our 1080 Ti water block that we have here, incorporating our PR22D5 Plus with our RGB ring fans, our W4 water block, and of course our RL360 Plus radiator, giving a full synchronization across all of the products. Now let me just take a look. Let's see. Okay, so we got some demo stuff that we want to show. Lots of options here, you guys, so I appreciate that. How much more for this fluff from Gilbert? Well, Gilbert, a lot of the stuff is basically kind of a build your own, or kind of configure it yourself. If you want to have 3 fans, you want to have 15 fans, you have that option with Thermaltake and more, being able to link everything up and mixing and matching it from the controllers. Because each controller is going to support 5 ports on it, allowing you to put 5 independent products on those ports to be able to get it all synced up. and then daisy chaining those controllers, allowing you to go up to 80 products total. I mean, that's just insane when you think about what you can fit in a case and what more you could even go further and add. It makes it just even crazier for what you could do. But it allows you to have that versatility. It allows you to not have limits with Thermaltake's Ring RGB Plus products, and then everything is set on a single wire. You have a single wire that goes directly to the controller. It's not a dual wire, it's not a daisy chain. It's a one-to-one solution from fan or product to the control box, and then the control box itself then requires an additional power, and then it allows link cables to go between each one. So that way you can utilize only one USB header on the product from going to the motherboard, and then being able to have all those separate controllers. So it's not a one-to-one with the controller to the header, because most motherboards nowadays have two. Some may only have one, and if you're going to use your front case headers, certain things like that may or may not be a problem for you, but we got a solution for you as well on that we're going to be showing you here in a moment. But this right here is our Ring Plus software suite and our Ring Plus products all synchronized up. Now, one thing that I want to add on this with the power of Plus that we're showing here at CES, and I'm just going to give a sneak peek. I'm going to cover this tomorrow, so if you guys know, but this here is our new TT Premium X1 mechanical keyboard. Now, this is an MX Cherry speed switch, and it's available in both blue and silver switches. But one of the great features about this keyboard and being a part of the Plus family is being able to synchronize my keyboard up with all of my glorious Plus RGB products, just with a click of a button. So right here I have TT RGB Sync. This is a brand new feature on our brand new keyboard line. As you can see, this is a completely new layout. This has our TT Premium logo on it. And then being able to go in and change the different color modes. Once I change my pattern and I click apply, everything changes. Everything syncs together. You can be able to create your start and stops to do customized patterns, different modes, being able to adjust which way certain things will turn and rotate, and of course adjusting your speed and adjusting your brightness. All sync together, folks. We're trying to create a one solution for everyone. Being able to give you the cooling, give you the lighting, and give you the peripheral support to have quick and easy access to be able to set any color almost anywhere inside your system. Now let's move forward over here to one of my, I would say, I'm very excited for this product. We've had a lot of things that we've been wanting to add on. We've wanted to bring even more to everybody for RGB. And one of those things that we've wanted to do is to partner with some great motherboard manufacturers. And that is exactly what Thermaltake has done. Introducing Sync All Your Life with the TT Sync controller. Now, the TT Sync controller is a hub that allows you to sync all of our Ring Plus and Plus family products with Gigabyte, Asus, and select MSI motherboards. So if your motherboard supports a 5-volt LED addressable out on it, we have a product, our TT Sync controller here, that will allow you to sync up 9 products. 9 products on there. You have 3 sets of 3 that can be synced up with the motherboard, so that way you can get a seamless color symphony of everything together all at the same time. Being able to have any color anywhere to interchange stuff, where I could have the front one, the back another, or independent stuff. And then this is all controlled, by the way, through the motherboard software. So it's not a special software. You don't even actually have to use our controller. You can use the TT Sync controller with our fans, our water blocks, our pumps, our radiators, and then be able to go into, for example, I have the Aorus RGB Fusion software up here. I'll have the, let's see if I go, I'm on a color cycle. Let's go over to a pulse. So as soon as I click the pulse, you can see it's already changed everything. I can go over here and I can click and change the color. Seamless color coordination across the board for everything. And the best part about this is that the software is built in with the motherboard you purchase, and all you'll need to get is our TT Sync controller. And we're going to be retailing this at an MSRP of $24.99. And again, this will support up to 9 products, and you'll have to have one available header from the 5-volt on the motherboard available to link up this product to work, and it supports SATA power. I'm excited for that. So let's just show you guys a couple of modes. If you guys have any questions on this sync stuff, definitely let me know. But being able to sync this up, let's see, let's do something crazy. Let's put it in their crazy demo mode that they got. So this is a little cycle mode, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of the endless limits that you have with being able to do this. Now this is going to go through some of Gigabyte's popular modes that they have with their demo mode. And then you can see the motherboard's going to do some different stuff. You got some different things going on here with the lighting, and it's all pre-programmed. And yes, it's $24.99 MSRP USD for the TT Sync controller. Of course, you have to buy the fans, blocks, and other products all separately, but then being able to synchronize that all together with your favorite motherboard goes a long way, folks. And it's definitely something here at Thermaltake that we want to offer to everybody that has already had our product or maybe planning to buy a new system, and they just want to get everything color coordinated and synced up and be able to do just even more with their LEDs. As far as availability goes, Michael, thanks for the question. We're going to be having this product. This product's actually currently available right now at ttpremium.com, and we'll be having distribution on this product here very soon, within the next month or two, to have this controller out and available for people that already have the Ring Plus product. And don't forget to check our website at thermaltakeusa.com for our TT Sync controller and see our compatibility list that we have up for motherboards that are compatible with the TT Sync controller, so you plan everything out and know everything's going to work right out of the box. So here's our modes there. Now, so this is Gigabyte, okay? This is Gigabyte. Now, I want to move over here. I have a very nice demonstration of MSI's Mystic Light. Now, this is one of MSI's little customers. I love how this cycles through the different colors, half and half on the fans, the block, and everything, and it gives it a nice synchronization. You get that nice lighting effect there as well on the motherboard lighting accents, adding in LED strips, adding in other products, being able to give you all of that stuff all together, getting a nice busy system or keeping something subtle and low key. You just have the options to go end to end, folks. Now with this, yes, it does sync with music. Thank you for the question. So as you can see, with the way Gigabyte has, there's a music mode here. So if I select this and I set this on a music mode, and once I'm set on a music mode and I play any digital content, so that would mean if I'm playing music, I'm watching a YouTube video, or I'm even gaming, and I'm hunting on the battlefield, this will all reflect based on what I'm doing and what I'm playing and everything, and it gives you a nice little cool light show too. They have multiple modes, and don't forget, on the Thermaltake side with our controller and our TT Premium software, we also offer 3 different audio modes as well, right out of the box with your Ring Plus products, to be able to synchronize that up as well. So here, and then, okay, so let's show this real quick. This is also our new Ring Plus 200 millimeter RGB fan. So this is 24 addressable LEDs in a 200 millimeter spec. This is already capable to sync up to the Ring Plus products, and it will register as basically just a standard fan. But with this, having 24 LEDs, it allows a little bit more with the color wheel because it's so much larger, and being able to sync this up with MSI, Gigabyte, and Asus for some great displays, this really gives a nice unique look. And being able to set this in different modes and have different feature sets with this really stands out a lot with that. So yeah, it just says, wow, you can use music, awesome, and gaming. I mean, it's just really cool. I mean, if you don't have it at home, or if you have it at home, you should definitely try it. It's a cool little feature. And the great thing about it is you can turn it on and off whenever you like. There's also separate profiles that you can set with our Thermaltake software. So if you want something more a little bit crazy, or you want something a little bit more subtle, it's just one click away, or one speak away from our mobile app. Now I want to move over here and talk a little bit about some of our peripheral components. Now as I've shown, here's our big boy. I want you guys to see this guy. This is our Ring 200, our Ring Plus 200 millimeter fan. And it supports, it's an 11 blade design. So there's 11 blades here. And you have PWM control, you have 24 LEDs that go around, and you have a standard thickness of 25 millimeters. So this is going to be compatible with cases that support a 200 millimeter fan or 180 millimeter radiator. And of course, with our View 37 that we covered yesterday, supporting dual 200 fans, it's a nice little add-on and a co-op with these two products, bundling them together. Now, as I was talking a little bit about the headers and being able to, require a USB header for the product, I want to introduce our H200 internal USB hub. Now, this hub is SATA powered, and what it does is it allows you to connect up from one USB header off the motherboard and give you 3 USB 2.0 headers out. So being able to remove the idea of I don't have enough headers, very simple with our H200 internal USB hub. Now this thing is also magnetic, so if I had something, I guess that was magnetic around here. Let's see if it almost sticks. But being able to be magnetic to stick to the inside of the case, and then give you 3 more USB 2.0s on this side. If you want to sneak in like a, Bluetooth, or you have, Wi-Fi stick or anything like that, it gives you a nice little add-on with this product. And this is a hub that allow you, if you want to add in more headers, you have your 2-pin that you'll need for your case. You might have a digital power supply from Thermaltake. That's going to take another header. And then, of course, with our Ring Plus products, that's a 3rd one. So being able to utilize 1 for 3 with the H200 internal USB hub from Thermaltake definitely makes things a lot easier to pack in your RGB. Now, of course, we got our Lumi strips. We have our fan products. We have our W4 Plus water block here. But I want to take a new look at our new products, our Pure Plus 12 radiator fans. Now this is a software controlled Pure Plus product. So this runs off its own digital controller, and this supports up to 3 fans, as you can see right here, and this comes in at $49.99 MSRP. Giving people a little bit more or a different feature, different options for our Pure Plus products. Software controllable, lots of options, nice lengthened cable, rubber feet, solid frame, and of course, from Thermaltake, the leader of RGB. Now, something a little bit different. Now, speaking of motherboards, speaking of synchronization, we got a new monoblock here supporting the Asus X299 Tough Mark I and Mark II. Now, this is a full monoblock that goes across here, and it gives you your 2 ports out and an analog RGB control, being able to cycle through the color modes, as you can see, with the monoblock. Real nice and clean, and this supports all the way around, giving you a nice fitment and format there with 2 ports for your in and out for your cooling. Now with this, you got these components, right? You got these fans, we got all these cooler stuff. Now, how are we going to put this all together? We got our fans, we need some radiators, right? Maybe we might need a kit. Maybe we might need to have a next start on something new. Introducing the M360 Plus Liquid Cooling Kit series, available in 240, 360, and 360 Plus. Now what this means is that we've covered a new series of kits from a 240 size radiator. This will give you a standard RGB fan with a transparent W3 block and a short stack PR15 D5 pump. So you still get the D5 performance, but you get it in a compact size. If you're using like a mid-tower chassis and a taller reservoir might not fit the best, you'll get that included here. You'll get 6 of our new C Pro fittings and 2 90-degree adapters, as well as tubing, coolant, and a 24-pin jumper, so that way you can purge and cycle your coolant through your loop without having the system on. This is all in one kit, folks, and this is starting at $299 for the M240 liquid cooling kit. And of course, ramping that up, we have our M360 kit. Similar, but you get some more RGB with the water block upgraded. You get a larger radiator to a 360 mil. You'll get 6 fittings with 2 90s and our PR22 D5 pump, so the taller pump water block combo. pump reservoir combo here with this, with the M360. Now going up on the top end line at $499 MSRP, we have our Pacific M360 Plus liquid cooling kit. Now this is all plussed out. You have a plus radiator, plus fans, plus W4 block, plus pump and reservoir combo. You'll get 8 of our C-Pro chrome fittings and 2 90-degree fittings, as well as a pack of tubing, coolant, and jumpers. And I like this because it's all neutral. You get clear coolant across the board, so if you want to throw in some dyes, we have our TT concentrated dyes here as well to be able to add some color to this, but still give you that nice neutral background. Something where you don't have to set yourself on red or blue or green, for example, and then be able to get something neutral, get to build it the way you want to get it, and get everything set up. So I got some questions there. So we got, how's the feed going now? I saw a couple of you guys saying that the feed was having a little bit of a hiccup. So if everything's going smooth, you know, just drop me a message in here and let me know everything's okay. All right. All right. So now we also have our dyes, as you've seen. But one of the new things I would like to introduce here, and I'm almost positive this is a world's first quad or 4 O-ring compression fitting for hard tubing. Now this is a 16 millimeter OD fitting. This supports 4 O-rings. So as I go here, I'll go ahead and I'll take my sleeve off. I want to show you guys this. So this is a colored sleeve. And as you can see here too, I got 6 different colors. So we're coming out with this line in 6 different colors. I really like this black and white TT Premium Edition fitting. This is my nice sleeve that will go on the top. And then let's see, we'll use our cool Asus monoblock here as a nice demonstration. This is going to be my mid sleeve that's going to come out. And then as you can see, here's 1, 2, 3 inside. So there's 2 O-rings inside here, and then the 4th O-ring on my base plate. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll take my base plate and I'll screw this into my G 1/4 thread. It has a nice notch here for using the Thermaltake tool to tighten this, so you don't have to worry about hurting your fingers on the threading there. Then I'm going to take my compression sleeve insert. Now this is where what you'll do is you have your tubing you'll want to push so that it's flat, right up against the wall of this cylinder, and you want to make sure that you have the little O-ring part on the top, okay? So then you have this, and this is going to drop right down on the top of the fitting like that. Now what this does, besides the fact of making it basically a leak-free design, is that when you're running a parallel line and you got a fitting up here and a fitting down here, most of the time, if this was my tubing, I'm going to have to take my tubing and I'm going to have to kind of lift it up and drop it in. No longer an issue with the C-Pro fittings, allowing me to take my tubing. I can push my tubing right in here like this. So see, my tubing is flat right up on the line, right there, right? Now instead of having to do the lift and drop, I can just swing this right in, or take it in parallel and drop it right in there so I can get the perfect cut, the perfect fit when I'm running my parallel lines. And at this point right here, I'm at 3 O-rings. Now I'm going to take my 4th O-ring, I'm going to drop that down over onto my tube. I'm going to take my compression sleeve, I'm going to drop my compression sleeve over the top of all of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to secure my tube to my fitting base plate. Hand tightened, get this right on here. That was pretty crazy, right? Being able to support and hold that much weight off of a fitting, shaking it like that is definitely a different direction to go on something like this. I mean, that's pretty insane to have that many fittings and have something like that go on. This is a crazy new design. And I like we have it in a blue, we have it in a green, red, chrome, and white. So these are 6 new colors that we have, including the black. And this is just the start here for our new fitting line from Thermaltake. We've also introduced our new ice blue concentrated coolant. So this is a UV reflective blue to match and go with our acid green UV that we have as well. And being able to kind of, you know, link this all up, adding even more to the cooling, to the RGB, and so on. So let's see, we got this here we covered, we got the MCU. Did you guys got any questions so far? I kind of went through a lot of different products, so I just want to make sure if there's anything you guys might have a question on, or what's going on with this, you know, with the fans, the products, or anything. I mean, I'm open for you guys if you guys have any particular questions. As you can see, the fans, we got some stuff spinning right here. I want to go ahead and I want to jump back over. I want to go back over here and I want to take a look at some more AI control. So if you guys just bear with me here, let's just jump back over here. I want to talk a little bit more about this. Okay, so back over here on my P3, or you know what I should, oh, I got some people over there. Let's just go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sync this up. This is 129. I'm going to sync up my system 129 on here. Now what I wanted to show you is this new voice command, or artificial intelligence voice command control. This allows me with this mode, as you can see all the little bubbles, these are each of the individual modes. And then of course I have all my fans and everything. So what I do is if I just go like this and I go, TT number 1. TT number 1. Oh, hold on, bear with me, I got people talking here. We can get this. TT number 1. And then what that's going to do is that's going to change my modes on my fan. Now you can see this is a new stacking mode that we have. This is something customized specifically for the CES show. And this is just adding a little bit more to the RGB stuff. Now I'm using my phone right now, so I can't see the question, so I'll come back to that as I show you guys a couple other things. Let's try another one. Welcome to CES. So now we have red, white, and blue here for the USA for CES 2018. Another customized mode, all controlled through my phone directly over to my cooling products. And this synchronizes with everything, all with one push and one word. Now if I want to go back to something simple, like say I want to do ripple. I can say ripple. Oh, and it's going to say I can say ripple. Hold on, let me try again. Ripple. Oh, it actually switched. So now I've switched over into a ripple mode. You can see it's going a little slow there. So let's speed it up. Extreme. Now I've set the speed of the lighting mode faster. Say I want a different color. Blue. Blue. Being able to easily, conveniently control that here from my phone. Being able to control that easily from my software or sync that up with my favorite motherboard is what Thermaltake's all about for Say Hello, Take Control, and sync all your life with our new Ring Plus products. So let me jump back over to the good old Facebook. Let's see what you guys are doing. I hope you guys are liking this stuff. We got everything set up here. All right, all right, right. So this is our Ring Plus products. This is everything that we've got coming out. We have some new stuff on the way for some more software updates, so keep checking our website and our Facebook and social media channels for any updates that we may have on our products. Now, this is day 2 for us. We've covered our cooler. We've covered our glorious RGB. So we're going to be jumping in tomorrow for day 3, covering our digital power and power supply series line, and of course going more in depth with our new X1 TT Premium Edition keyboard and other great products from TT Esports here as well. Now I know you guys, I didn't mention this last time, so I wanted to test you all. There's a nice little link that's been down here that says enter to win. You guys need to enter to win on that great contest. We got some good stuff there. Click on the link, follow the instructions, sign up. You guys might win something cool just for watching us here live at the CES 2018 show. And anything else? Let's see what we got here. Is that a V2 Ring Plus Premium? It's a version 2. I wouldn't say that the software itself is going to continually have updates. It's not necessarily going to change the product, or the product you're going to have to buy something else. It's going to be a free update, folks. The software is free of charge. The controller, the fans, it all comes included. You don't have to buy anything extra like controllers or cables or wires. You have a single wire that goes from the fan or product that's going to go directly into the controller and sync right up with our TT Premium Plus app. So great question, and definitely thank you for the feedback on that. So that's it. We have a lot of great RGB stuff. We've shown the P7, we've shown our synchronize with Asus Gigabyte and MSI for the motherboard synchronization control. We've expanded on our line for our LED control for the software side, adding in more fans, adding the 200mm fan in, adding in new water blocks for GPU as well as for CPU, and then being able to add in our pumps, radiators, and more with the lighting. So don't forget, we got those Lumi Plus strips too that can be daisy chained, and I can run that over, and that can all be synced up just the same. It really changes a lot of the game for RGB with this, because we know you guys aren't looking for a lot of colors and flashy craziness, but maybe if you want that one specific color down to the formula, you can even do that too. So if I can go in here, I can set an RGB color mode if I'd like, and I can pick my red, green, and blue, click OK, and I can get my color that I want to do. So if I did 255, 255, 255, you guys probably know I'm making white. I'll click to change and set the color. And then we just have to get it synced up. And then this will sync up with the color. It's custom mode. I can be able to set that up on a specific color. I can be able to set it up so that way when I have the color and the mode in there, because see, this isn't a cross mode where this isn't a ripple mode. You can have each individual product doing something different or all the same. So that's it for our Ring Plus products. Check our website for more information. Stay tuned for more here at CES 2018 Live with Thermaltake. Again, I am Thermal Mike here with Thermaltake USA, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same TT time, same TT channel to cover our power supplies and TT esports peripheral components to close out CES 2018.